I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. Getting a new backdrop today. Usually I don't do videos in the storage room, but this one we've finished up and we put it away in the storage room, and so here we are. Anyway, and most of the videos that we do are big restoration videos of big grand old uprights like this one or this one right here, you know, very ornate, antique. And but there are a lot of pianos out there that are just as sentimental as these 100, 120, 140-year-old pianos. They're just as sentimental to the piano owners that we like to do these as well. So this one, what we ended up doing, we didn't do a full rebuild again like we do on the 100-year-old pianos, but we did a full refurbish. So it's all inclusive, meaning we work on every part of every component of the piano, from the keys to the hammers, the action, the strings. We work on it all, the trap work. But it's different in that with the restoration, like again we do on these older ones, they're so old that they really require that level of restoration where it's just complete replacement of all of those components. Whereas a piano like this, that's only maybe, I didn't look up the year, 40, 50 years old, something like that, maybe 1970s, thereabouts. It doesn't require that full restoration, replacement of all those parts, but it does need a full refurbishing, which is things like reshaping hammers, repinning the hammer flanges, alignment, lubrication, tightening of all the components, regulation, leveling all of the keys, ensuring that all of the distances are correct, the let-off distance, and the blow distance, and the checking distance, and the damper timing, and key dip, key leveling, all of those kinds of things that over 50 years for sure. In fact, the number that I put on it when pianos are in need of that kind of work is about 20 to 25 years. And so by 40 or 50 years old, like this one, they are in desperate need of that work. And then of course, yeah, we're getting a few shots of this piano. We've also refinished it, and it looks very, very pretty. Did not look like this at all. Nice and shiny hardware, the casters and the pedals and the knobs. We've got a new decal on there, part of the refinishing. So, and then of course cleaning, all of that goes without saying. Everything is just immaculately clean on the inside. And of course when we do that cleaning, the very first thing that we do is just blow it out like crazy with compressed air, and there's clouds and clouds of dust that come out of that piano for probably a good, well, the first minute is extreme. Cloud is not an inappropriate descriptor for the first minute or so of blowing these pianos outside with compressed air, even after 20 years, much less 40 or 50. And probably for another 5 to 10 minutes after that, it's more like a mist. There's dust that just kind of keeps coming, and then of course we move on to things like soda blasting and cleaning with actual cleaner and rags and that sort of thing, and even Q-tips in many cases. So let's hear how this little Everett turned out. Yeah, it sounds nice, and it's just very, very playable. I'm just feeling really smooth. It's a fairly light touch, which is what I would expect. So this piano is ready to go. Like I said, 20 to 25 years is the time period that I generally put on these pianos that need to be refurbished. And then once that refurbishing is done, it's good, like really good. Will play really well for another 20 or 25 years. Of course, it'll play well beyond that. But of what I would like, really put my seal of approval on, like this is playing well, it sounds good. 20 or 25 years is a very, very reasonable amount of time.